This is one of the most important steps, one of the most important things that I can tell you when it comes to building a side hustle that's going to make you the money you want to make. Number 7 is be bold. Yes, the meek will inherit the earth. Granted. But if you want to make money now while you're on this earth, if you want to ride in the front of the bus and not sit in the back, you've got to be bold. Welcome to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes, and today I'm going to tell you how to build a side hustle that's going to make you gobs of money. Before I tell you that though, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to our channel. To do that, all you've got to do is hit that little red button. It's underneath the screen. There's also a little bell. If you hit that little bell, you'll get our latest updates and they'll be delivered right to your inbox. And there's a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button because that's going to let me know that you're enjoying our video, that you got value in it, and that you found it very helpful. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you how to build a side hustle that'll make you gobs of money. So how do you build a side hustle that'll make you gobs of money? Well, listen, number 1 is you want to build a business that will match your skill set or match your passion. And you don't have to look far to see an example of someone who's done just that. Person's Gary Vaynerchuk.
You got your perspective. I just want to be happy. Don't you want to be happy?
Gary is a social media star. He's an entrepreneur. He's a guy that is just what I call as a consummate hustler, consummate salesperson. He used his natural skill sets to build a business that today is doing about $300 million in sales. And Gary started out, like a lot of people do, started out with a tiny little business that he started. What he did was he would go to garage sales and he would just buy things, and he'd resell them. He'd resell those things and he'd make money. He had a lemonade stand. He's fond of telling that story. Had one stand, grew it into a chain of lemonade stands when he was a kid. He sold baseball cards and he made thousands of dollars a month selling baseball cards. But Gary's a consummate salesperson. He took advantage. He used his natural skill set. He recognized it early. It's something that we all need to do. He used that to build a multi-million-dollar business. When I started out my business, what I did was I did graphic design. I loved graphic design. I was working for a major company, started a small graphic design business. Over time, that business evolved from just doing business cards, designing ads, to it turned into a monthly magazine, which then turned into a chain of business-to-business publications. But I followed my passion. I followed my skill set. I knew what I was good at, and I stuck with it. Number 1, if you want to build a business, a side hustle that's going to make you gobs of money, understand what your skill set is and utilize your skill set. Take advantage of your skills to build that business. Number 2, become an expert. Most people, when they decide they're going to start a side hustle, they start that side hustle because they want to make extra cash, they want to make more money. And a lot of people, I find, start a side hustle because they're hoping if they build that up, they'll be able to leave that job that they don't like. They'll cease being an off-the-rack kind of employee who's paid whatever the market's going to pay them, whatever their employer decides to do. When you become an expert in whatever field it is, and it could be walking a dog, it could be a carpenter, it could be an accountant, whatever field it is. When you are the expert, when you're the go-to person, people are going to come to you. You can charge a higher fee. They're going to want to deal with you because they know that you can solve a problem. They know that you offer value. Become an expert. That is one of the top ways that you can build that side hustle that's going to make you gobs of money. Number 3, enlist a business mentor.
Everyone needs a coach. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve.
Oftentimes the difference between a business that thrives and a business that fails is the fact that the entrepreneur, the person who started that business, didn't have wise counsel. He didn't have, or she didn't have, someone to talk to, someone to teach them some basic business principles, someone who could help them when times were tough or help them when times were good.
Every famous athlete, every famous performer has somebody who's a coach. Somebody who can watch what they're doing and say, is that what you really meant? Did you really do that? They can give them perspective. The one thing people are never good at is seeing themselves as others see them. A coach really, really helps.
Having a business mentor can make the difference between being successful and not being successful. But if you're looking to start a side hustle, don't think you can do it easily. It's going to happen. I'm going to make a lot of money doing it. It's going to be successful. I don't got to worry about anything at all. No, you should have a mentor. Get someone who can give you the advice, someone who can help you down that road when you need it most. Make time for your side hustle. Listen, I know we're all busy. I know that. You've got family things going on. You got birthdays. You got anniversaries. Yes, you got to do that. Maybe you've got to work overtime at your job because you need that extra cash to pay some bill that just came up, or you got to put tires on the car, whatever the reason is. But make time for your business. And I'm not talking about a day a week or a couple of days a week. I'm talking about regular time. Schedule it. Make sure that you have what I call a system in place. Every day you're spending X amount of time on your side hustle. Every day you're going to do that. That's the only way that you can build that business. You're not going to build it any other way. Number 6, drop the excuses. I have never seen a successful entrepreneur, and I've met thousands of entrepreneurs over the course of my business career. I mentioned Gary Vaynerchuk earlier. I remember meeting him. Super intense dude, super focused on what he was doing and what he wanted to do. He didn't let anything, from what I know of Gary, he didn't let anything get in his way. He was a focused guy. There was no excuses. He was getting the job done. I've met other entrepreneurs as well, other very successful people in their careers, and everyone I knew was focused on what they needed to do. If you want to build a side hustle, if you want to make the money that you really feel that you need to make, then quit making excuses. Make sure you carve out time. It's so easy for all of us to justify, to make an excuse, to give a reason why we weren't able to focus on our hustle, our side hustle, weren't able to focus on being successful. No. End the excuses. That's the only way that you can build a side hustle that's going to make the money that you want to make. Number 7, this is one of the most important steps, one of the most important things that I can tell you when it comes to building a side hustle that's going to make you the money you want to make. Number 7 is be bold. Yes, the meek will inherit the earth. Granted. But if you want to make money now while you're on this earth, if you want to ride in the front of the bus and not sit in the back, you've got to be bold. What you've got to do is you've got to say you can do it. You've got to know you can do it, and you got to let people know that you can do it. In the beginning, number 1, I said that you should follow or use a skill, a natural skill that you have, and utilize that skill or that passion to build your business. No doubt that's super critically important when it comes to building that side hustle that's successful, that's making you the money you want to make. But if you're not bold, if you're meek, if you're shy, you won't get what you need. You'll be a sheep that goes to slaughter.
Because they're sheep, and sheep get slaughtered.
Your business will fail. Be bold, be creative, be assertive, be unique. Use your talent to build that business, but you've got to be bold if you want to be successful and if you want to build that business that you know you deserve. I've just given you 7, what I'm going to call rules or steps that I believe if you follow them, you can build a successful side hustle that will make you gobs of money. Now listen, you can't follow these rules or take these steps, and you can't do it half-heartedly. You can't say, yeah, I'm going to do this one, but I'm not going to do that one. No, you've got to go into this. You've got to follow these rules. You have to take these steps if you really, truly want to build a successful side hustle. But if you don't follow them, you're going to go the way of a lot of entrepreneurs who took a step or two and faltered and decided they're going to go back and just stay at that day job and not do anything more than what they've been doing over the course of years. So follow the steps I've just outlined if you want to build a successful side hustle. So listen, this is Lou Reyes with Over 50 TV. Like I say in every video, have a great day, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you and talking to you again soon.